Hello guys, welcome to the another Photoshop tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to create a speed effect on the car. So without a further delay, let's get started. So before we jump into the effect that we are going to create, let's just go ahead and create a background. So this will be the background. So let me just go ahead and make a copy of this layer by pressing Ctrl plus J on my keyboard. And what I'll need to do, I'll flip this image horizontally. So in order to do that, press Ctrl plus T on your keyboard so that your transform will get selected, and right click here and flip horizontally. So once this is done, the image will be flipped horizontally. Just click on this check mark to confirm. Now the next thing we need to do, there is not enough cloud over here, so we need to bring some more cloud. So what we'll do, we'll remove this background, this cloud from here, and we have sky. This is what the sky we have, and this is, we are going to keep it around here. So for that, just go ahead and click on quick selection tool and start painting over here. So what quick selection tool does, it automatically detect the edges and make the selection. So once this is done, just press on the mask and just click on just hide this background layer so that you can see it properly. Now once this is done, just press on your keyboard Ctrl plus I to invert the selection. Once this is done, your sky part will be removed. Now what we need to do, go to this sky image, and bring it here and just drag it down below the this highway image or something. So now we need to transform this image. So press Ctrl plus T again. This is quite a big image. Now I'll transform it. So for me, I think, yeah, this is fine. Now click the check mark to confirm. Once this is done, this image is too bright. I don't want that. I don't want this much of brightness. So in order to decrease the brightness, there are many ways to decrease the brightness. Go to the adjustment layer, there are curves, there's are levels, and there are brightness and contrast as well. So I'll select the brightness and contrast, and I'll decrease the brightness little bit, and I'll increase the contrast little bit. So this is exactly what look I want. So once this is done, what I'll do, I'll just group all this layer. I'll merge all this layer, because once this is done, I need to give a motion blur on this image. So first, before I go to the motion blur, let's just merge all this layer. Now why I need to give a motion blur here, because as my car will be around here and it will be in a running mode, so it should be a little bit blurrish. The background should be in a blur form little bit, right? So what you need to do before you go to the motion blur, just right click and convert to the smart object. Once you convert this as smart object, it is a non-destructive image. You later, whatever the changes you are going to make here, if you are going to apply any filters later, you're going to you will be able to change those effect what I'm going to put here. So go to the filter, blur, and motion blur. Once you go to motion blur, since my car will be on this direction, so that the motion should be around, it should be in this direction only. So I think okay, so this I think is fine enough. Okay, so this is fine. Now I'll go ahead and click OK. Now, so you can see here, since I've converted this image to a smart object, I have this option, and this option here I can go ahead and double click, and later I can make the changes over here. If you don't convert to a smart object, you won't be able to do that. So this is the one thing you need to keep in mind before you apply any filter. If you want to make any changes later, you should convert it to a smart object. So now once this is done, let me reduce the intensity a little bit. It's too much. Okay, this is fine, around 10. Now press OK. Now the second thing I need to do, I need to bring a car over here, right? So where I have a PNG of car, this Bugatti is such a beautiful and amazing car. So what I'll do, I'll just hold it and drop it over here. I'll press Ctrl T, zoom out to transform this image. So this is fine. Yeah, let me increase the size a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, so this is fine. Now the next thing what I need to do, I need to provide some blur effect in the car as well, because as the car is in motion, there should be some blurrish effect. So let's go ahead and press Ctrl J and make a copy of this layer and convert it to the smart object. Once again, go to the filter, blur, and motion blur again. Now here just increase the intensity a little bit more. Okay, so this is fine. Now press OK, click OK, sorry. Now once it is done, now you can see, since we have this two option here, we can go ahead and make some changes. So click on the smart filter, take the brush and make sure your foreground and background color is black and white, and start and increase the size a little bit. Make sure you select the soft brush, not the hard one, and opacity around 50. Okay, correct. And start painting in the front area only. You can go to little bit over the wheel. Okay, so this is fine. Yeah, so now first what I'll do quickly, I'll go ahead and select this two layer, press Ctrl and G to group this layer and name it as a car, and I'll name this as a background. Okay, so yeah, fine. Now what I need to create here, I need to create a motion around this wheel, so that it look like that the car is turning from here. So I need to create a motion little bit around here. So how I am going to create that? So go ahead and click on the new layer icon, press the click on the pen tool and start drawing a shape like this. Just a minute, we'll do it from here. Okay, now here's the part. Once you have drawn this shape, go to the brush, then from here you need to click on the brush preset and select this brush and change the size of the brush around 3 pixels. Okay, now go to the pen tool again and make sure your foreground color is white. Right click over here and stock stroke path. Click on the stroke path, and here you need to select the brush and click OK. This is a bit fading out. Why? I think my opacity is low. So yeah, let me make sure the opacity is 100%. Go to this brush again, right click, stroke path, and OK. So yeah, this is done. And to remove this pen line, just delete this path, right click and delete path. So this is done. Now you need to make 3 to 4 copy of this around here. It should go inside, and this is how I'm going to create. Just press Ctrl J, make a copy of this, Ctrl T to scale it and make it little bit more bigger. And from your keyboard, the upper, down, left and right arrow key, you can just adjust this if it's in too much detail, and just click OK. So this whole thing you need to repeat for like 3 to 4 times. So what I'll do, I'll speed up this process for you. Now once this is done, just select all the layer and merge into a single one. Okay, now press Ctrl T to transform, right click over here and you will have option warp. Just click on the warp and make sure this whole thing goes inside the car. It should look like that it's going inside the car. This is, I think this is fine. Now you can take the mask over here, select the paint brush tool and the soft brush, increase the size of the brush and start painting over these areas. You can always change foreground and background color by pressing X on your keyboard. Okay, so this is it. Now we need to give some filter, like filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and just increase the intensity. Sorry, we need to select the mask channel was selected, so you need to select the layer, go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and I think this much is fine. Yeah, and now you can go to the opacity and decrease the intensity a little bit, make it more or less. Okay, this is fine now. Now the second thing, I need to create a motion around this area and this area. So how we are going to do that, just take a new layer, take a pen tool again, and the same thing what we did here, you need to do it here. Go to the brush, change the brush preset, change the size around 3 pixels. Now go to pen tool once again, right click, stroke path, and okay. So this is done. Now right click, delete path. Now take the pen tool once again and create around here. Right click, stroke path, brush must be selected, okay, and then right click, delete path. Now the same thing I need to create over here. Right click, stroke path, okay, right click, delete path. Right click, stroke path, okay, right click and delete path. Now here what you need to do, take the mask again and delete some of the unwanted areas, like here. Let me zoom out and show you. Just first select the brush, soft brush, so these are the area. Make sure your foreground and background color is black and white, and delete little bit around here and around here, okay. And let me see, something is here, okay, some part is here, okay. So this is fine. So this is it, guys. Then the next thing, what I am going to do here, I'm going to bring a flare over here, a fire flare effect over here. So for that, before, I just need to select this two layer by pressing Ctrl G and name it as a motion effect. Now so I have this PNG file of this flare. I'll go ahead and I'll drag it from here and drop it here. Sorry, Ctrl T and transform this image, make it a bit smaller, not too much. Just right click, flip horizontally, and I make sure this layer is beneath my car here. Now flip it horizontally. So this what exactly I was looking for. So I need to keep it here, around here, and I'll rotate it little bit, and just you need to adjust this image properly. So this is it. Now go ahead and take the mask and remove some unwanted part. Make sure foreground background color is checked, black and white, and increase the size of the brush and remove this part somewhat here. So okay, I think this is fine. Yeah, so this is fine. Now I'll apply some blend mode, so let me rename it as a flare. I hope I am spelling it correctly. Now we need to apply some blend mode. Take a new layer, take the gradient tool, sorry, and make sure the gradient is selected, one with color and another one is transparent. Now change this color to pink, okay. Make sure radial is selected, and around here. Yeah, this is fine. Keep it here. Yeah, now go ahead and blend this to screen light. Where is screen? Here. And you can always go ahead and change the opacity in order to decrease the intensity a little bit. And if you want this around this area you don't want, you can always go to the mask option, take the brush and just go ahead and remove all these areas. So this is fine for me. Now take another new layer, same gradient. This time you choose the color yellow. Okay, and convert this to overlay, blend this to overlay. Just this size around here. Okay, this is done. Now decrease the intensity a little bit, it's too much. Okay, this is fine. Take another layer. The same thing I'm repeating again and again, friends. So now this time take the color. Okay, this is fine. You can, if you want, you can note down the color code. I don't know exactly what color it is. Just go ahead and create here. Sorry, here. Okay, now change this mode to overlay. So this is fine now. Now the next thing I need to create here. Now the next thing I need to create a bubble around here, the way it's coming out from the car. So before I go, let me first go ahead and group this layer, Control G, and name this as a blend mode. Now I need to create a bubble, so take a new layer, go to elliptical marquee tool and make a circle around here. Press shift and so it will make exact circle. So that's it. Now what you need to do, you need to fill it with a white color. So white is selected. I'll go and fill this area. Now go to the select, modify and contract. Now here you need to contract by 4 pixels. Click OK and just press the delete on your keyboard. Now press Ctrl D to deselect. Now double click on this layer, so the style icon, layer style icon will open, and click on the outer glow and make this outer glow yellowish. Okay, and decrease the size little bit. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Now just click on here, you can drag it here, press Ctrl J to duplicate this, Ctrl T to transform, make it smaller and go ahead and put it around here. Now once this is done, you can always go ahead to the outer glow, and if you want you can change the color so it look bit different. Okay, go to the next one, double click, change the color of this one around green. Okay, go to here, change this color, make it a bit orange. Okay, so this is how you can make the changes. If you double click the property panel, the whatever filter you have applied, that panel will be open here, and you can make some changes over here. Not this one this time, make it pinkish. Okay, so this is it, guys. I'll stop here. Now the next thing what you need to do, before that, let me first group this all into one. Shift and press here, and then just Control plus G to group this into one and name it as a bubbles. Okay, now I need to bring some more light over here. So for that light, I have a lens flare over here, lens flare PNG, and that I'll drag it from here and I'll drop it here. Control T to transform. Now I'll bring it, keep it one here, then Control J and one at this side. So I'll just go ahead and quickly just group this and make it, name it as a light. And here you can go to the opacity, decrease opacity little bit more, around 89. Yeah, this is fine. So this is it, guys, and this is the effect finally I have created. So now once this is done, go to the adjustment layer, click on the vibrance and increase the color intensity a little bit more. Okay, so this look nice. Make it around here. Yeah, this is fine. So this is it, guys. Hope you like this tutorial, and if you have any doubt, if you have any queries regarding this tutorial, you can always go ahead and comment below. So, and one more and very important thing, guys, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to press the bell icon in order to get the update of my upcoming videos. So see you in my next videos. Have a happy Photoshop day. Thank you.